Hello, sports fans. It is Monday, January the 25th, 2016, and we are ready for Super Bowl 50. It will be the Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos from Santa Clara, as Carolina yesterday just stomped all over Arizona, 49-15. Carolina, another dominant performance on both sides of the ball. Carolina just can do no wrong this year. They keep getting better and better, more impressive week after week. And Arizona played a dreadful game. 7 turnovers. What happened to Arizona at the end of the year? Amazing job by Carolina. Did anyone think they would only have one loss going into the Super Bowl this year? Unbelievable job by Carolina. As far as the AFC, Denver holds on and beats New England 20-18. Same old story for the Broncos. The defense makes a play when they have to. The Denver defense again was ferocious. They harassed Brady all day. Every time Brady dropped back to pass, Von Miller was in the backfield. New England had no running game. I thought New England did a terrible job on the offensive line. You got to change things up there. Go to max protection or something. Have a back chip Von Miller. I mean, every time Brady dropped back, Von Miller was in the backfield. He was getting harassed all day. Brady had no time to throw. The Denver defense dominated this game. Again, same old story with the Denver offense. You don't get a lot from them. You know, they did a couple of things in the first half, not much, in the second half, but their defense is always there. Going all the way back to week 1 when they beat Baltimore, where they didn't even score a touchdown. The Bronco defense is awesome this year. Gives them a chance to win each and every game, but not impressed with the Patriots at all yesterday. Didn't like some of Belichick's decisions. Then they missed the point after the touchdown that really cost them because they had to go for 2 at the end, which they didn't get. That cost them the game. I mean, the offensive line was dreadful yesterday, and they didn't change it up at all. I mean, my goodness, you have to change it. Every down, Denver was in the backfield harassing Brady. There was some times where Brady, a couple of times, actually had time to throw, and he thought there was someone in the backfield with him. He was so gun-shy, he got hit all day. So the Bronco defense, tremendous. Not a good end to the season for New England. They blew home field. If this game was in New England, it could have been a totally different story. Remember, they let that game slip away in Denver during the regular season when they had the bad clock management. I blame Belichick for that. Then they lose to the Jets with the whole coin toss thing and, who was supposed to take the ball. Then they lose to Miami inexplicably. They give away home field. They looked good last week, New England, against Kansas City. That's why I thought they played better yesterday, but they did not. Denver swarmed all over them. And listen, this is not about Peyton Manning, because all I'm hearing today again is Peyton Manning's back in the Super Bowl. Peyton Manning got back. Peyton Manning this, Peyton Manning that. It's about the Bronco defense. Remember, Denver was winning when Peyton Manning was out of the lineup. Remember, Osweiler was winning some games. He came back and beat New England in the regular season. If he doesn't win that game, this game's in New England yesterday. So this is not about Peyton Manning. This is about the Bronco defense. They are carrying Peyton Manning right now. All right, so as far as this game, Carolina is a 4.5-point favorite. When the games ended last night, I was trying to think what the spread would be, and being Carolina was so impressive, I thought they'd be a 3.5-point favorite. 4.5-point favorite, it's a little high for me. The over and under is 45. To me, I think this is going to be a knock 'em out, drag 'em out, smash 'em out type of game, hard-hitting game, could go either way, points at a premium. You don't want to fall behind by too many because you're not going to get back into the game. You saw yesterday, New England was down 14-6. It felt like they were down by 20 points because of how good Denver's defense is. Who is going to commit the big turnover here? That is going to be the key to this game. Carolina takes the ball away a lot. Denver is very opportunistic. They always make a big play when they have to. I think the slight edge has to go to Carolina. When I first thought of a score for this game, I said Carolina 20, Denver 16. I think Carolina's got more ways to beat you on offense. Cam Newton, you can't account for him. He can beat you with his legs. Carolina's got a very good offensive line. There is no way the Carolina offensive line is going to be chewed up like the New England offensive line was yesterday. And I'm not saying Denver's not going to have their moments, but Carolina's offensive line is very good. Carolina's got the good running game. The receivers have really stepped up. Carolina's defense is solid. They can match Denver's defense, and they take the ball away, Carolina. So Carolina, to me, has the slight edge. Hey, Denver's got a definite chance of winning this game. Their defense is awesome. They have been in so many close games this year and found a way to win. I just don't love that Denver offense, and I think Peyton Manning is going to have to play better than he's played the last few weeks. And I don't know if he can get it done against that Carolina defense. I mean, they've been kind of, keeping Peyton Manning in the background. The Denver defense has been carrying him, but, Peyton Manning's eventually going to have to make a big play here. I mean, last week I thought the Steelers had the Broncos on the ropes until they fumbled. This game, as dominant as Denver was on defense for most of the game, Denver hung on and won 20-18. It came down to a 2-point conversion, and if New England didn't miss a point after touchdown, game could have been in overtime. And I thought Denver was pretty much dominant the whole way. They just don't score a lot of points anymore. They don't have an explosive offense. You're asking your defense to do a lot. Now, the defense has done a lot this year, and they can definitely pull out this game for them. They've been opportunistic. They've always come up with a play when they need to. I think Carolina, though, has more ways to beat you. I think they have a little more talent than Denver. Cam Newton's scrambling ability could be the difference in this game, and I think if anyone's going to commit a turnover here, I think Peyton Manning is going to commit a turnover. Carolina takes the ball away all the time. You saw yesterday 7 turnovers they forced Arizona into. I think it's a very good Super Bowl. I think it could go either way. I think it's a hard-hitting, smash-mouth, defensive type of game, but I'm going to go Carolina 20-16 to win the game. So I guess that means with the 4.5, I like Denver. I'm kind of hedging my bet here. I think Carolina wins, but I'll take Denver with the 4.5. I also like the under in this game. The over and under is 45. I think it's going under that. I think points are going to be at a premium, and you do not want to fall behind by a lot of points. You go down 10 points, you could be out of this game. I think it's a very, very good Super Bowl. To me, these are the 2 best teams in the NFL. They've proven it all year. And 2 very, very good defensive teams. You're so used to offense now and all these teams slinging the ball all over the place. You have 2 solid defensive teams that give away nothing. I also think if it comes down to penalties, that's an edge for Carolina. Denver does commit more penalties than Carolina. It's a very, very good game. Really could go either way. I'm going to go Carolina 20-16 in a hard-hitting, smash-mouth, just rock-em, sock-em game. Should be a lot of fun. Should be really, really interesting. Remember, Carolina's got a couple injuries. Everyone says they're going to play. You're going to have to wait 2 weeks for that. I mean, who knows who gets on the field. Everyone's saying they're going to play. Who knows how they play. But everyone looks like they're going to be pretty much at full strength here come Super Bowl Sunday. So I'm going to go Carolina here, 20-16. If you like Denver, listen, you can definitely make that case. I just think Carolina's a little better. I thought the NFC was a little better than the AFC this year, and Carolina has looked so impressive in the playoffs. I mean, they 31-0 against a good Seattle team. They just buried Arizona, who we all love. Carolina's lost 1 game this year. We all forget that. They've lost 1 game. I mean, it's unbelievable. This is a team that was 7-8-1 last year. I mean, unbelievable job by Carolina. I think they're going to do it. I think they're going to pull it out. I think they're going to eke it out 20-16. So Carolina 20, Denver 16 in Super Bowl 50. I will be back with you guys very, very soon. Take care.